Assalamu alaikum. This is a project presentation of data science, which is going to demonstrate health insurance cost predictability. The group members are Muhammad Nafees, Ahmad, Mahfuzealahi Noman, Abid Ibn Saif Utsha, Sanjay Salsabil, and lastly Al-Nafi ul Warid. I am Sanjay, going to represent the research question. It is saying that is there any correlation for a rise of health insurance costs due to smoking habits, BMI, age, and the number of children? So next up will be the performance evaluation going to analysis by the next group members. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mahfuzealahi Noman. For the performance evaluation part, we have used two kind of analysis model. Uh, First one is cross-step analysis, and to train the model, we have used decision tree algorithm. As a result, we have found the data product. In the data product, our dependent variable is charges, which is based on age, sex, number of children, BMI, and the person is a smoker or not. Moving to the feedback loop part, we'll input our insurance dataset, and to find the outcome, we'll use our two-class boosted decision tree and cross-step analysis. And when we find out the outcome, we'll feed back to the input part, and the pattern will feed back to the machine learning part so that we can find the outcome more accurately.
Hi, my name is Ahmad, and I'll be explaining about the data processing, data cleaning, as well as the EDA part. Okay, so moving on to data processing, we started to explore the dataset further with a goal of finding any issues and then applying data engineering methods to prepare the dataset for our model. So we have managed to remove two undesired columns, which is region and amount. The amount column is actually a redundant column because it is a subset of the charges column. Furthermore, the charges column was considered to be 20,000 or higher for higher charges. So this was done to make the dataset more easier to interpret. After that, we converted the feature type to our desired feature type. So for example, the dataset sex, which was a string feature, was but through the edit metadata, we actually changed it into categorical features. Moving on to data cleaning, we loaded this data and removed the rows with missing values as well as any duplicate rows. For the exploratory data analysis, we have constructed the histogram and the box plots, and we have managed to actually find outliers contained in the BMI. So what we had to do was re-clean the data again and load the dataset and perform EDA once more.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Muhammad Nafees. So my part is to describe the machine learning model. So in the machine learning model, we use the two-class boosted decision tree algorithm. So we trained our model in the trained model. We put 80% of the data from the data set and 20% of the data in the test set. So after that, we get an accuracy of 91.4% of our model. So that means our trained model could accurately predict more than 91% of health insurance cost. The next thing is the workflow, how we gonna calculate and how the decision tree works. At first, we have to start the procedure. Then we have to calculate the entropy of the decision tree. Then we'll choose the route which have the maximum entropy. After that, we'll split the data and calculate the loss function. When all the procedures is finished, then we boost the iteration. That's why we are calling it two-class boosted decision tree algorithm. And after that, it will end our workflow and give us a predictive analysis. In the next part is the calculation. So how we gonna calculate the entropy? So if we want to calculate entropy for one attribute, the equation is summation of negative pi log base 2 pi. It means where I comes from 1, it goes over c. Here p means the probability of happening the occurrence. The next thing is if we have multiple two attributes, we have to multiply the probability, also the entropy of the another attribute. So that's how we're gonna calculate and make a decision tree for our model.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Abid Ibn Saif. I am here to explain the test results. So based on our previous calculation, if a patient has a BMI of 32, his age is 31, his number of children is 3, and he is a smoker, so his health insurance cost would be much higher. And for example, if someone does not smoke, he has less number of children, his BMI is less, and his health insurance cost would be much lower. Later, then from that we can see that our hypothesis testing is correct. And our hypothesis testing was, it is assumed that people who smoke, are overweight, and have many children tend to have more health risk. Thus, the risk of getting hospitalized is higher compared to others. Therefore, insurance cost is increased. So, if we have many number of children and the person is smoking and he has high BMI, then his health insurance cost is also going to be high. And the later we get the analysis from our decision tree and the model we created. It gives us the result where age, number of children, and BMI and smoking habit, that means our independent variable, have the influence on our dependent variable health insurance cost. So in the cross-tab analysis, we can see that a person having smoking habits has a higher insurance cost than a person who does not. So from this result, we can say that we are supporting our null hypothesis. Thank you. That's all from us.